Containerization concept and Docker basic. What is containerization? Containerization is a lightweight virtualization method packages application plus dependencies and libraries. Run consistently across environment, use OS level virtualization. Why containerization is important? Faster application deployment, consistent environment, lightweight compared to virtual machine, easy scaling and rollback, ideal for cloud and microservice. Container versus virtual machine. Here feature container, virtual machine. Feature boot time, container second, virtual machine minute. Size MBBS, GBS, OS, share host OS, full guest OS, performance high, moderate. Here the app 2, app 3. Here the host OS hypervisor and host OS line and links. What is Docker? Docker is a containerization platform, automated build, shipping and running application. Use Docker engine to popular in DevOps, CI/CD pipeline. Containerization application here app 1, app 2, etc. Docker host operating system infrastructure here virtual machine app on guest operating system, and then second layer is hypervisor and infrastructure. Docker architecture main component Docker client CLI to interact with Docker, Docker daemon manage container, Docker image, read-only template, Docker container, running instant, Docker registry, store image, Docker hub. Here client Docker build, Docker pull, Docker run, and then Docker host, Docker daemon, container image, and then register an image, Docker container. Docker image blueprint for container build use of Docker file, immutable and versions stored in Docker registry. Here container image, base image, bootfs and kernel. Docker container running instant of an image, lightweight and isolated, share host OS kernel, start in second, analogy, image class, container object. Here the architecture of Docker container, create, start running, push, stop and delete. Docker use case, microservice architecture, CI/CD pipeline, cloud deployment, dev test environment, legacy app moderation. Docker in DevOps, work with Jenkins, GitHub Action, integrated with Kubernetes, enable CI/CD automation, faster release cycle. Here Docker file, Docker build, Docker image, third rate, layer 1, layer 2, layer n, and push image, Docker registry, and then pull image, and then run. Thank you everyone. Here installing the Docker and successfully install Docker. and we check Docker version, command Docker space hyphen version. Sudo systemcl status. Here we see the active running. Now Docker info. Here the Docker information, Docker engine community. And then Docker, sudo Docker, run hello world. Now we create Docker Hub account. Continues with Google. Select an mail and then continue. Here the create username. Here successfully account my Docker Hub. Docker login. Back to my virtual machine. Docker login using web-based machine. Here this link and device confirmation code. Now we click the link and select the code. First of all, we select the code and go to the link and device activation. Here we paste the code and confirm, and congratulations, your device is connected.